dramatic Facebook situation.
Okay, a dramatic Facebook situation that I personally have gone through is where one of my friends always puts up this really ugly picture of me, and so I get really upset, and especially on Facebook I tell her that I'm upset and then have to delete the picture really fast. So
Tell us about a dramatic Facebook situation.
A girl that we were all friends with in high school, she like dated some boys and stuff, and then she was like part of our teacher group and like one of our good friends, and we just found out that like she started dating a girl this year, and we were all shocked. It was funny, but she got mad at the Facebook because everybody was like saying it. I don't know, it was funny, but I don't know if she's still dating her. I don't know how that's working out, but it was funny.
Tell us about a dramatic situation on Facebook.
One dramatic situation on Facebook that I've encountered recently is the memes discussion. I had a discussion in one of my classes, and a black girl was really upset about something racist. She started crying, and we had a discussion, and everyone was like really tense about it, and I left the class actually being like really pissed off because it was like blacks against whites when it really didn't even need to be that way.
I mean, yeah, I've seen pictures of people where they look pretty bad downtown, possibly after having a couple drinks.
Facebook. I guess the biggest thing right now for me is I'm the president of the gun club here on campus, and there's a lot of talk going on about the House Bill 55, which it talks about concealed carry, and a lot of people, we even had a teacher like petition our gun club that we have on campus, and we don't even, I don't know, it just, I guess it's the most dramatic thing that we've had to deal with so far. Right.
Tell us about a dramatic situation on Facebook.
well, it was in high school, and one of my friends took a picture of a guy peeing and posted the picture on Facebook, and he got a very bad nickname, 1 Inch Johnson. So, you know, that was a bad situation, but yeah, his wiener was just all over Facebook.
Alright, have you ever said or implied anything on Facebook that you wouldn't have in person?
I normally try not to do that because I'm not sly enough to get around the wording, but I have said that I'm having like a really bad day and, you know, just things like that, but nothing really about a person. I don't usually put things on Facebook or imply things on Facebook that I wouldn't in real life. I usually try to be honest in both situations, so yeah.
On Facebook or over texting that you wouldn't have said in person?
I have said things that I wouldn't say in person over the computer or text. It kind of gives you some balls, I guess, because you're not face to face. You don't have to actually talk about the situation.
Because you don't have to see the person's reaction, so it's easier to handle it.
Biggest thing you found out on Facebook that you felt you should have found out in person or on the phone, and how did it make you feel to find out?
Probably that someone close to me has died, and I felt like I should have found out either on the phone or in person. And it made me feel really sad just because it's a sad occasion, but also because it was like they forgot to tell me, and so it made me feel not as important. I was like, why would you tell me that, you know?
I had a family member move and posted it on Facebook that they were moving to Germany, and they should have called and told me that they were moving, and they didn't.
What is the biggest thing you found out on Facebook that you felt like you should have found out in person or on the phone? And how did it make you feel to find it out in this manner? Someone moving?
Yeah, probably a friend's death. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing that I found out on Facebook that I wanted to find out in person was that my wife was a porn star.
Yeah, one time I found out a death on Facebook, and I felt like the situation that I was in was like not really right at the time. I mean, that was kind of weird, I guess.
The question is, have you ever gotten drunk and had a post that you felt like...
Yeah, well, see, one time I was under some influence, and I just started trying to type out everything that I heard in my surroundings on my status. And I wrote like this huge, like 3 or 4 paragraph thing, that made no sense. But I didn't put it on Facebook because my friend stopped me in time.
That's
but
good.
I would have done it.
There's been a lot of times when, I'm not gonna lie, I get on Facebook and I'm drunk. And I'm pretty sure I've said things on there that I probably shouldn't have, but I did, so.
Could you give us an example?
Just talking about how I'm drunk, I guess.
And have you ever used a social networking site like Facebook while under the influence?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about it? Like what happened? Don't use any names.
It's just happened. I don't know.
Like something that like you did that you wished you hadn't.
Downtown, I've gotten on. I mean, there's something that I wish I hadn't done. But
Something that you wrote that was outrageous.
Really, no. I'm a boring contestant. I'm sorry.
No, you're not boring. Not at all.
Okay.
Like what happened?
We only have 2 questions.
I'm drunk right now, actually. Like I'm still drunk from last night, but I'm not lying at all.
So one time someone asked if we had any knives to bring to a cookout, and I posted on there when I was really drunk, and I actually didn't even remember it the next day. I had to reiterate that on the status. But I put a story about a knife, or saying I always have a knife on me because sometimes you just gotta cut a bitch.
I was out downtown under the influence of some adult beverages, Minnie, and I guess I saw this girl I was friends with on Facebook. Thought she was pretty cute, so I guess I hit her up on Facebook when I got back, and was pretty saying some like random stuff. And when you look at that next morning, you just feel real dumb, and you can't see that person again, in person for like a long while, without them being like, "Yeah, I saw you last night. You were wasted." So.
What are some situations where this might have happened, where something on Facebook got put up that you didn't want up?
Well, being in a fraternity, you go to a lot of parties and there's a lot of socials, and sometimes you put in situations while you're at a party that you don't really want other people to see, and a lot of times those get caught on camera. It seems like those are the only times you really get caught on camera. So there's been a couple times where I was put in some different situations, maybe dancing on bars or just being really intoxicated. I wish those pictures didn't show up on Facebook.
Oh yeah, one time I posted the most ridiculous statuses ever. For some reason, I got fixated. I must have had the Discovery Channel on because I was writing about the Roman Empire. Oh, but for statuses, I wrote 2 very long paragraphs about how they were stupid because they had their what they do? Okay, they had lead in their pipes, so it made everyone dumb or something. It like gave them brain damage. So I wrote about that, and I don't remember doing that. I waked up in the morning, I was like, dadgum, what did I do last night? Because I have like 4 statuses on there that I just have ridiculously written. So that's when I stopped getting on Facebook drunk.
I know if I've had like friends post stuff on my wall that I don't really want on my wall necessarily because I don't want other people seeing it. And then there's always those embarrassing pictures that you have to detag yourself in because you look like a dweeb or something. But that's about it, I think.
All right. How did you deal with this situation? If it was on Facebook, did you take it down or did you leave it up? And what influenced that decision?
With the things on Facebook that I say or that I don't think are appropriate, I feel bad about it, and so I either will apologize to that person or like with the memes thing, like that got taken down, which I totally agree with. Yeah, things like that need to be taken away, or at least an apology should be made.
Although they have the option of report or hide this story or something, I don't think that's enough, because obviously, you know, that controversial picture was put on.
I don't know, I left it up though. I didn't take it down.
I took it down, I guess. I ended up taking it down because it just wasn't appropriate for Facebook, so.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah.